Okay, so we're going to see how I could install Docker and MySQL, and I'm connecting DBeaver from MySQL, DBeaver to MySQL from Docker itself. Okay, first of all, let's have a look. What are the required softwares for that? Yeah, as we can see, we need this shell script. First, get docker.sh. We can find that from uh, GitHub. Yeah, so here we can see Docker install. This repo, we can fetch this through this command, and after doing sh get docker.sh, we can install the Docker binaries. Okay, after that, we may need Docker Compose. Here I have downloaded Docker Compose. Docker Compose also we can fetch from this repo Compose. We need to go to the releases, and for Raspberry Pi we download this one, Docker Compose Linux AARCH64. This one we download, and after downloading we store in a folder. After that, maybe can show you how we are to the path. As you can see, we have added this path here, export path equal to Docker Compose. After that, Docker Compose command will be available. And to creating the script for Docker Compose MySQL, here I have added the script mysql.compose. Let's see mysql.compose. We need to create this script, YML script, and I have added this volume. Let's try to see if your MySQL is running into some problems. Then this flag should be native password should be on. Then you can use your username and password to log in into the database. Okay. Installing Docker and installing the images, you can pull the MySQL latest image to Docker, and you can find the images. Then you can run the Docker. So after I started the command, I can show you the command. Yeah, let's see the commands first. Yeah, this is installing the Docker, then adding the user, the Pi user, then adding the path into the profile, then by doing the source profile, then the path will be permanent. And Docker pull MySQL, how I install pull MySQL images to Docker. Then I was trying a couple of commands like how to run the Docker image, but I feel the best way to run MySQL images through the compose by this script. So you can mention your environments and your volume and any external commands. By putting these commands in in here is a very difficult task. As we can see, Docker Compose, we install Docker Compose, then Docker Compose -f, give this path, then up, we run the image. As image is running, you can see the inspect. It's running on IP address 172.18.0.2. And these are the environment files, environment variables we can see. And these are the extra, this is the extra argument we have passed. Then after running your container in MySQL, if it is running perfectly, you can see it's running last 59 minutes. Then we need a client DBeaver to connect to the SQL, MySQL. Let me show you how we install the DBeaver. Right, we have downloaded this DBeaver from the site. Let's see if it is available on DBeaver. For Raspberry Pi, we need to choose this one, Linux app. After download, you make sure this Java is not included here. So before you download, make sure you complete the command to install Java and put it in an INI file so that your SDK, Java SDK is available to your command prompt. Then after downloading, I have expanded here, and this is the binary DBeaver. You can just double click and execute, then it opens like this. So when we are installing, by default there was no driver for MySQL, so it was causing issues that MySQL, it was looking for drivers and it was not able to download the drivers itself. So we went and we added a MySQL driver. Let me show you how we added the driver manually. Here we can go to MySQL and MySQL connectors. Here jdbc driver for MySQL, and I have downloaded that. This one was the MySQL connector 8.4.0. I have extracted that in the driver folder in DBeaver. I created a folder driver and I have extracted this MySQL connector. This is a zap. After downloading, you can come to DBeaver and here there is a driver manager. You can press new and come to libraries, then add the file. After adding the file, it will take this jar file, and after it is successfully installed, then you can see the MySQL driver should be available here. MySQL you can see it's for MySQL 8 and later. So using this, you can create a connection here. And after creating MySQL, you can choose MySQL. Then currently I have put localhost as Docker is running. MySQL server is running in my Docker. So if this localhost is not able to connect, then you need to inspect. You need to inspect your container, and you need to pick this IP address. Yeah, this one 172.18.0.2, and port will be by default 3306 if you have not changed through the Docker command. Then you need to put that port. Then driver properties, two things I needed to change here. Allow public key retrieval, make it false, and use SSL. Let me show you what I have done. Yeah, allow public key retrieval by default it was false, then I made it true. Then use SSL, it was by default true, I made it false. After doing this, we can see the database has been connected. So installing this driver, it was really a pain in ass. It was not accepting. After it was accepted, it was not taking. I wasn't able to properly do it because these two things were causing problems. The flags I show you in the driver, and when you are creating the image, the compose, you need to make sure that mysql-native-password on this flag should be on. Otherwise, a couple of errors I was facing into. I will show you. Yeah, there was error like public key retrieval is not allowed. So we need to change this flag in the driver. Then it was complaining about mysql-native-password. It was saying docker mysql unknown variable. Then I was passing through the docker command. So for this, we don't need default authentication plugin. We just need this native password on. This will work. We don't need to add this option. Then yeah, I was looking how I can put this inside the Docker container. Then I tried with this MySQL config file also, but that was also not working. that was creating some issues. And yeah, so when I did not set this flag, this DBeaver was showing throwing the error like mysql native password is not loaded. Yeah, and this Java net no root to host exception, no root to host. This error was producing when I was trying to download the driver from the DBeaver itself in Raspberry Pi. So a couple of issues I was facing, I was trying to solve them one by one, and finally I could do it. So my suggestion would be to, if you are setting up your MySQL through your Docker and connecting through DBeaver, then I would suggest you drive up the downloads. After downloading, configure them properly and inspect the Docker thing. And Docker Compose is an additional download. So whenever I was following the Docker Compose steps from Docker website, so I was trying to, yeah, especially these steps when I was trying to follow, then it completely erased my existing Docker installation. So I not recommend you to follow these steps. Instead, go to my GitHub and download the release binary directly. After adding that to environment variable, it's working fine. Yeah, then that much all we need. Yeah, thank you.